Amongst people who are contemplative, reflective, meditative, and so on, there's quite a lot of talk about being awakened, enlightened. The last 100-odd years, so many emerging gurus and other people who refer to divine consciousness as urging others, awaken, and so on and so on. Self-enlightenment, self-awakening. Consciousness is a divine grace that knows itself, and it is the manifestation of life itself. And in the human sense, it has the entire spectrum with it. Consciousness of the physical, material, tangible, measurable, three-dimensional, four-dimensional, and so on and so forth, and yet conscious of the light that illumines the state of these consciousnesses. You're conscious you're angry. You're conscious that your anger is quite basic, and you're conscious now your anger is rising. You're now conscious your anger is bursting. Now you're conscious your anger has become almost fire. It moved from verbal to your cheek also go on fire, and your mouth and your eyes. So consciousness is a realization of a state. You're conscious now that you are bursting with anger or with joy and goodness, and you are so joyful that there is no you, as you are in a trance or in a drug state. So the spectrum of consciousness is such that it has no beginning nor ends. It's beginning its own presence. That's why it's a mysterious quality. And it begins with the infinite and returns back to the infinite. And in the meantime, it is just reading what the beam had focused on. Your consciousness has suddenly caught a pleasant moonrise. It's conscious of an amazing natural phenomena to help us to be in awe. In fact, our life on earth is an exercise in practicing awesome. You have to be in awe, to be out of your mind. That's transcendence. Get out of your mind. Anything that puts you in the state of this is mind-boggling, beyond my mind, it's good. It's taking you to another zone of consciousness. So this earthly zone of consciousness is based on duality: good, bad, right, wrong, appropriate, inappropriate, he, she, awake, sleep, and on and on and on. Then there is another zone of transcendence that is beyond the descriptions. You cannot describe it. You cannot define it. It is what we normally term as transcendent. And it is that which we will experience fully after death. And it is that which we aspire to be calibrating with. Touch that zone and come back to the duality, because you are still alive in this earth, within your body, within your mind. Can't deny any of that. Nor can you deny the relentless drive towards higher consciousness, towards pure consciousness, towards divine consciousness. So my life on earth is subject to the whole spectrum of consciousness. And I have no option other than wanting to rise higher and higher and higher. And this is a measure of intelligence, of what you like to call spiritual intelligence. First, there is physical, chemical intelligence, biological, physiological intelligence. You are in pain, you have to take care of it, until you're now into the zone of spiritual intelligence. You're no longer able to steer anything. It steers itself by grace itself. So you can have a journey into the unseen, and you come back and into the angelic life, into the others, and most people will never understand it, nor do you, because it was another zone of consciousness. And here your principal zone in this life is that of duality, multiplicity, plurality, and in reference to unity. That's it. Our life on earth is an exercise in rise in the ladder of consciousness, from the very basic awareness of a baby to the more mature understanding and wisdom of a grown-up, to the light of lights and lights within you.